Don't look, don't touch, I am taken,
Hello, beautiful family. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into episode 6 of The Other Way. We're gonna get started with King Gonorrhea, who was actually on his way back from the clinic with a week's worth of meds.
I feel like I wasn't doing anything unsafe because she gets tested regularly and...
Why would anyone need to get tested regularly? What universe are you living in? He gets back to his apartment and calls up his ex-girlfriend and tells her that things aren't going very well with Faith, especially since he had to tell her that he has gonorrhea. Gonorrhea. Gonorrhea.
When I told her I'm sleeping with people, she was under the impression that only meant sleeping.
She is also shocked to learn that Loren hasn't been upfront with Faith because she is a normal human being. Yeah, she told me that she doesn't want to talk to me and she needs space. She's like, what happens if Faith isn't okay with being in an open relationship with you? Would you stay with her? And he shoots her this look, which means, nah.
Then your relationship is strong. Then sleeping around shouldn't be an issue for each other.
I just don't understand, why would you want to enter into a relationship at all if you don't plan on being faithful to the person? And it leads me right back to believing that it's all financial. Meanwhile, Faith is meeting up with a few of her friends to get her nails done, and also they're under the impression that they're gonna get to meet Loren today.
But I don't know what to say. It's humiliating.
Yes, he is. So they're like, what is it like dating an all-American boy? And she's like, it's fine. What do you mean it's fine? Where is he? In his room. What is going on? You're being so secretive right now. Faith is just sinking down into her seat, and before she can get a full sentence out of her mouth, she starts breaking down crying.
Tapos.
Her friends are starting to cry with her. She finally gets out that he has an STD because he was being unfaithful, and they're like, holy crap. Did you have any idea that he was sleeping around this whole time?
What is your plan?
I could see myself living here. Because in America, I'm homeless.
So sad.
Well, yeah, he just told me they were hanging out, but I didn't know he was actually having sex with these people. I trusted him. She starts crying all over again. I was almost crying with her watching this. It was so heartbreaking. I was relieved at least to hear her say that. I think if it wasn't for the show, she would have definitely walked away and cut off communication with him, but they've signed a contract that says we will be performing blah blah blah, so even if they break up or there's a falling out, something happens, they still have to pretend and act like they're in this relationship just for the sake of the show. I definitely think that production was pushing her, telling her like, you guys need to meet up again. We got to keep this going somehow. One of her friends is like, if you can leave him, you need to leave him. I think Faith absolutely got roped into this situation. I hope she uses it to her advantage. This guy is the only one attempting to defend Loren, and I don't know why. Did you already forget that he's homeless? He's not losing anything by coming to the Philippines. Faith tells us she is going to talk to Loren again, but only to tell him how badly he hurt her, and he probably won't be able to fix the situation.
I don't know if I can ever forgive him.
Moving on to Tigerlily and her sugar baby. It's 2 p.m. and they're still hanging out in bed because they're exhausted from the previous day's festivities. She tells him, come on, baby, we have to get ready. I need to do my hair. He's like, what you talking about, Willis? We're gonna be in the car for hours. You don't gotta do your hair. What? That is wild. I have to get ready.
You will be ready after 30 minutes?
30 minutes?
I need to take a bath, do my makeup and my hair. He's like, why? What are you talking about? We can get ready when we get there. By the way, they're like heading to their honeymoon destination because Tigerlily is going to be going home in a few days. Adnan has to get used to the fact that I take a long time to get ready. That's part of who I am. He gets ready and meets his brother outside because he's gonna accompany them on their trip along with Shay and her not gay husband. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I thought that this hairdressing man was gay. What a stupid and outlandish assumption.
قديش طولت ما هي؟ يا الله انا كل ما بدي اطلع بدي اقعد استنى 3-4 ساعات.
His brother's like, dude, you better get a hold of this now or it's gonna be terrible. She is your wife, okay? You gotta tell her. Be a man. And he's like, would you shut up? Just then, she starts walking out with her posse. Adnan gets out of the car with his shirt more unbuttoned than Sharpie. I didn't think anyone could look more ridiculous than him. So at this point, he's been waiting for her for about 4 hours. And he's like, this is insane. I can't sit in the car for 4 hours every day waiting for you to get ready.
If you wanted
I know.
someone that only takes 5 minutes,
So she's trying to stand up for herself and lay a boundary with him. And then his brother walks up and says, you can't wear that in Jordan. It's not appropriate. And I'm thinking, dude, have you seen your brother? Thankfully, Adnan is like, oh my gosh, get out of here. I'm talking to her. Hello? Yeah, well, she's my sister-in-law and someone needs to tell her. Adnan's like, shut your damn mustache. They get in the car and Adnan will not let it go. He's like, so you're gonna fix this problem, right? And won't take you so long next time? I really hate how he approached the situation with her, but also 4 to 5 hours every day doing hair and makeup, that's nuts. That is nuts. Him and his brother start arguing back and forth, and now his brother is telling him he needs to cool off and not be so angry with her. And the two of them are going back and forth in Arabic, and Shay's in the back like, hey guys, are you fighting? Like, this situation is making me kind of uncomfortable.
Are we fighting?
what are we talking
It's
about?
not your business now.
She asks him if her outfit is appropriate, and he just stares. And then he goes, in the future, you'll change. Shay's in the back trying to get clarity on the situation, and Adnan tells her that Tigerlily has to dress how he wants her to dress no matter where she's going. I just can't get over the fact that he is fighting her on this while dressed like that. I don't... Oy.
Are you okay if I
I'm not
wear
taking
this
off.
in the US, or is it only Jordan?
Everywhere, baby.
If it wasn't for her friends in the back, she would be getting nowhere with Adnan because she never asks clarifying questions to him to understand where he is coming from. After a very long, uncomfortable ride, they arrive at the destination and everyone goes to bed. It's the next morning and Cruz is braiding Tigerlily's hair because I guess she can't do anything by herself. Adnan is pissed that everyone is hanging out in the room.
I have people here in the room. So creepy and so horrible, so weird.
Shay's like, oh, you slept horrible. Here are some crystals you can wear at night. Put this pointy rock around your neck. You'll like definitely sleep better and stuff. She gives one to Tigerlily and Cruz is like, here, let me put it on you. And before he can even finish the sentence, Adnan is jumping onto his feet to do it. So now that Tigerlily is done getting ready, all of them are going around the city together. But I thought it was their honeymoon. Why is everyone traveling together? Adnan comes down the stairs and his brother runs up to get a suitcase for him like he's a freaking hired butler or something. And then Adnan shakes Shay's hand and Tigerlily is like, hold on. If you can touch her hand, why can't I shake Cruz's hand? And then he starts squeezing her hand as she's trying to walk away.
Let go of my hand. Let go of my hand. No.
No. Homie, don't play that. If he's gonna restrain her in a public setting like this, be careful. They get in the car and of course brother has to stick his nose back where it doesn't belong and he's like, what's wrong, Tigerlily? Why are you mad at Adnan? He wants me to respect him in all of his wishes, but it's like, screw me if I ask for the same respect.
I don't like this
What's
face.
wrong with my face now? Now there's something wrong with my face. Okay.
He is such a spoiled brat. All the brothers act like he is the CEO of the entire family and he can do no wrong. I don't think he's ever had pushback or been told no. And now that his wife is doing it, he's like... They're about at their destination and this stupid brother keeps trying to talk Tigerlily out of her bad mood and she's like, no, these aren't even my rules, okay? I'm mad right now. And both the guys are acting like her behavior is so blasphemous that she dare push back on Adnan and she's like, screw this, and she gets out of the car and walks away. Moving on to I really don't care and Chidi. I was shocked to hear Renee, I don't know, I don't care. You guys keep correcting me. I don't care. I was shocked to hear that Rain is telling us that hearing him talk about going blind really broke her heart and she wants to help him get his vision back. So she takes him to an eye doctor and when she's done looking at everything, she opens up the diagnosis with, well, you've got some cataracts in one eye. And he's like, oh my gosh, cataracts can be operated on. Are you telling me that you can operate on one of my eyes and fix vision? And she goes, oh no, silly. Production had me say it like that. Yeah, you're totally screwed. You have complete nerve damage. You will always be very, very blind, and you might actually lose your eyeballs. Sorry. That's how it went. It was so horrible. And Raina's like, what a bummer. That sucks. Now it's later in the evening. The family is sitting around the dinner table. As soon as I saw his sister, I was like, man, she looks so tired. She probably just wants to take a nap and she has to record for the show. Then Renee is being very rude about the food that she has made. She clearly doesn't like it, and I think it's really rude. So Victoria is like, well, what kind of things do you cook at home?
We don't really cook, especially in the US. Everything's mostly like pre-packaged, warm up.
Yeah, I pretty much just heat up pizza rolls and Hot Pockets. Why does every American on this season suck so bad? I can't be the only American who loves my giant salads and delicious vegetable side dishes, right? I was actually really surprised to hear that Renee doesn't like cooking because she lives on a farm. The farmers I know are either using their animal products or the things that they're growing in dishes that they prepare. But anyway, Rain is getting more and more angry with Victoria and then says, there is a dark energy that vibrates within her when she sees Victoria.
It's kind of like a real dark energy that vibrates throughout my body.
If your body is the one vibrating and shaking, you might be the one who's possessed. This woman has the Holy Spirit living in her, which makes your unholy spirit very angry. It's all you.
I tell him that I feel like we're soulmates, that he feels me in his heart.
Rain's like, we have been ordained by God. And Victoria's like, what do you mean? Like, have you guys, you know? How could she ask me that at the dinner table? Oh my gosh. Victoria was just trying to understand what the flip is going on in Raina's alien mind. And Rain is taking everything so personal, like Victoria is trying to attack her. She's like, Victoria, why are you so mad? She's like, what? I'm not mad. Her husband's like, there's a lot going on in our lives right now. There could be many other reasons causing her to feel down besides you, Raina.
No, I'm just making, that's why I asked you. I said,
and I've explained to you, I'm not. No, she's not.
Renee was being so passive aggressive, and poor Victoria looks exhausted. She tells her to stop and then decides to excuse herself from the table because Renee just won't quit. Chidi's like, I can't see what's going on. How do I know whose side to take? My sister is definitely not an angry person, but I couldn't see her body language either.
The way she talked to my sister is alarming to me.
It's a new day, and Rainy Raina is still pissed off. She's gonna tell Chidi that they need to get the flip out of here and get a hotel room.
I'm getting a hotel room.
Is she just tweaking, or are those the demons? She finds Chidi reading his Bible and asks him to go on a walk with her. They find a spot to sit down, and she apologizes to him for raising her voice at dinner. But she says she was really frustrated. And despite appreciating Victoria so much, would you please come stay at a hotel with me? He's making all sorts of faces. He's so uncomfortable and says, well, it's not a bad idea. And she's like, great, you want to do it? This freaking fly, you guys. Oh man, I'm getting so... He's just playing with me now. He knows I'm pissed, and he's just, I'm gonna bug you. You can't reach me. Get out! Go!
If the room is the problem, we can interchange at least.
She's like, no! I came all this way to be with my soulmate, and we haven't even had any quality time without them. I just want to be with you. He's like, you don't understand, okay? I am a man, and my blood is pumping all over my body all the time. And you guys, I couldn't believe that she did this. My jaw was on the floor.
No, it's not.
Hey!
The way she points in his face, especially because he can't see her, it's like she has to put it right in his face so that he can sense the hostility because he can't see it. But telling him to shut up? No. Then she says, oh my gosh, it just gets worse. She says, I swear on your life that I won't touch you for the entire rest of the trip. I just want to hang out with you. Chidi tells us that he agrees they do need to have some alone time, but being alone is going to make it so much harder for him to stay on track and not be tempted. He's trying to explain to her his own thoughts and feelings, and she shuts him down again.
No, you know what? No, I don't want to argue, okay?
No, we are not arguing.
Shut up, Dad. I'm trying to be nice to you.
She's like, you care more about the world than about us. What? What are you talking about? He's like, do you understand that this is my faith? These are my beliefs. But she is not listening.
I'm far beyond your little beliefs. I'm on a different spiritual plane.
She's on a different spiritual plane. Believe people when they tell you who they are. You just run. Just go. And don't look back. You'll turn into a pillar of salt. He's sitting there listening to her go on and on and on, and he can't get 2 words in. He's starting to feel really overwhelmed with this sensory bombardment.
The more louder she gets, the more disoriented I become.
Chidi is scared and worried that if he doesn't agree to go to the hotel with her, then she will leave him. Let her go. Lose her real quick. Moving on. We're with Grandma Veah at the airport about to meet her favorite eyebrow. She's completely freaking out. Rory is telling her to chill out because she's stressing him out. Then she goes out to Sunny. He's smiling eyebrow to eyebrow, and then he gives her a bouquet of dead roses. They take off in the car, and she texts Rory the secret code so he knows it's safe to leave the airport. He's been hanging out in the airport all by himself for a really long time. He's like, what am I even freaking doing right here? And now Veah admits that she started the relationship keeping a secret, and she feels kind of bad.
I feel like I'm starting this relationship in person with a lie, and that was never my intentions.
And that wasn't my intentions. I thought I was gonna like Sunny, but I don't. I don't like anyone on this show, you guys. He tells her he has a surprise waiting for her at the hotel. I'm sure it's something really romantic and special, right? No. He leans into her and tells her that he got her a special toy. Normally, I wouldn't care, but he's already expressed to her that he wants her to convert. And then he acts like this. It's such a joke. She tells us that being with him in person is sort of like meeting this person for the very first time all over again. It's totally different than talking online, so she's not ready to get busy tonight. He takes her into the room and says, sit down, my queen, I'm gonna serve you. He has bread and dip, and he made some chicken curry. He's so proud presenting it to her, and she's looking at it like it is a bowl of throw up. She's like, thanks, but I am not eating that.
Call me sheltered, but I've just never eaten curry before. I don't know what's even in curry.
I can't remember exactly where I was when I learned this lesson, but I remember being very, very young, learning that if someone invites you into their home and they prepare food for you or they give you a drink or something, it is rude. It is disrespectful to decline it. You will consume it out of respect for that person. She definitely hurt his little fluffy feelings. He's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll eat it. Let me show you our bedroom, but can you give me a minute? So he goes in the room to light up some candles, and then he tells us that was rude. Food is very important in the culture. These dishes are prepared with love, but I really want to keep her happy all the way till she gets into bed tonight.
You're trying to be all romantic?
I am.
You're really going all out.
He's like, yeah, you're happy, right? And she's like, I'm gonna get in the shower, okay? She looks so uncomfortable. And you guys, he's like, oh, can I come in with you? She's like, no, I'm tired. Good night. Moving on. Niles has landed down in Ghana. Matilda is so friggin' excited to see him. She gets on this sexy little dress so he can see her booty. And her brother is traveling with her because he wants to make sure that Niles is a nice guy. It was so cute. I hope she's not faking it, but I can't help but think that she is because she is just love bombing the crap out of him, calling him daddy, saying, I'm gonna take such good care of you, you're my king. She's really laying it on thick, and Niles is like, hey guys, up here, cameraman.
Hey, no one's shooting from the waist down, are they? We are in public, you know this, right?
So the three of them hop into a taxi and head to a restaurant together. They're just cuddling, it's all smiles. But Niles is getting a little bit nervous because he knows he has to have a talk with her about postponing the wedding. She orders for him fufu, I think, which is snail and some other seafood and I think goat meat. He looked really grossed out, but he said that he liked it and he kept on eating it. Her brother is like, hey Niles, I just want to make sure that you understand what it means to be her husband, that you're going to take care of her. And he's like, of course I will. And he reassures the brother. Then brother says, you need to know that a lot of people think that she has a very quick temper. And she's like, shut up. He looks over at her like, wait, what? What temper? I knew that she was a strong-willed woman, but I never perceived a temper. They all head back to the hotel together, and both of them have already agreed that they want to wait for marriage before sleeping together. They're totally fine with that. And then they go to the bedroom, and it cuts to Matilda saying, oh my gosh, being with him in person is even better than I expected. He is so good looking. So she climbs into bed with him, and she's like, hey, can you kiss me? Then she jumps on him and says, I needed you. Finally, we have Ryan and Ingrid. I hate this guy so much. I'm just gonna sum this up really fast. He's trying to get all cozy with Ingrid and keep up their momentum from the night before because all he wants to do is hook up with her. It's all that he talks about. Then he goes, oh, hey, I didn't tell you my entire story. And I'm like, here we go. What other freaking secrets does he have? And he goes, I never told you how this accident has changed my life and it's made me a better man. It's a really beautiful story. They're both starting to cry. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I hate you so much. He's trying to seal the deal with her and it's working.
Muito emocionada, achei muito bonita essa parte dele.
I hate him. In the next episode, he buys her a little present. Lingerie. How sweet. You douchebag. We're gonna meet a new couple, this belly dancing lady. Something must have gone really wrong in their season if we're just now meeting them for the very first time. Tiger Temu Kardashian refuses to accept Adnan's apology. Loren begs for Faith to take him back. And Renee attacks everyone in the house.
You better stick up for me. I'm done.
And that's it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for watching till the end. A round of applause to all of our incredible members keeping this channel going and keeping me so motivated. I love you guys. Oh, and special thank you to our producer, Lee. I love you guys, and I will see you in next week's episode. Bye!
Shekinah!
Oh my gosh, my nose is itching so bad. I'm trying not to take allergy pills. And then if I try and take them later in the day, it's like it's too late. It doesn't work. It's like either take first thing in the morning or not at all. Oh, I'm not crying. I'm not crying, guys. It's just allergies, I swear.